Hi there, fellow human being. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my experience of building my first app, which is basically a Duolingo for diary entry. Let's start now. So that's CS50X, and then that's me. And I'm trying to finish CS50X in 2 weeks straight. So CS50X itself is notoriously hard, and everybody knows it because most people who take up the course online don't complete it. And I was like, I have to complete this, and I completed it. But there was one huge problem: the final project. So you need something that's really simple to finish it very early, and you need something that is extendable to solve a problem. And I took this problem, diary entry. Why? Well, there was a grandpa of mine, and he had this habit of writing a diary every single day. And when he was away, he could see his diary and look at his life accounts, and it was like he left his legacy in a notebook. And that's what I think a diary is. What if we let everybody have that? And there came a system to my mind. What if we made an app that made diary entry easy for every single person who wanted to try it out? So I took to building that. And the idea was this: if there's a personalized character inside of Duolingo that could actually show emotions to a person to bring them back to write diary entries, what if I could just do the same thing? And then came Dear Diary. Dear Diary is my version of a diary entry for Duolingo. And once I started building it, things were not really clear, so I started by vibe coding. You're only allowed to use AI for the final project inside CS50, and I took my chance. And I started vibe coding like really bad. So I'd give it a prototype page, and it would extend on that. And what it did was really bad. The streak system, it modified it so that every time there was a gap of one single day, the streak would just die. And the problem with that thing is, when you have a streak and you want to enter today, you enter today, and tomorrow is the buffer where that checking should happen. So it's like gap equals 1, then kill the streak. And I had to figure that out, and that became a huge problem. It's like I didn't really know what was going on at all, because I was vibe coding and my logic was correct, and it corrected my logic when it tried to vibe code with me. So you have to check those things. Is it overriding your logic or not? So once I finished with that, I was able to add an emotional companion which reacts based on the gap of your diary entries. If you enter today, he smiles and gives you a compliment. If you did not enter today, he just says, he just smiles for one day, and then the next day he starts crying, and then soon he turns angry, and then he feels abandoned without you, and he's like, who the hell are you? So because he's like forgotten you. So that's the first basic prototype for the whole thing. You enter a diary entry per day, and then you don't get to edit it at the start. And then I tried it out with a lot of people, and they were like, bro, please let me at least edit it. I don't want to add entries to old days, but at least let me edit it. So I let them do that. And once I let them do that, they could do stuff now. Yeah. And then I was like, let me just finish it off here. A new idea comes. What if I put an emotional chatbot into the app that can actually help you journal out thoughts, which is just an empathetic listener on your device, totally safe and trustworthy to share things with, because it itself doesn't consume anything? I did exactly that. And I put a mini AI assistant which detects your sentiment, which is normal, high, or low, and I fed it to a happy, normal, and sad analyzer, and it did that. And it's actually a cool thing that now you can actually share your emotions to a chatbot that's right on your phone and available for offline use. And once I did that, I was like, another idea. Let me add markdown based entries to the diary app. And I did exactly that again. So it was like a whole domino of features that I never really wanted to implement. I implemented into the app. And that's how it all came to be. That's the story of Dear Diary for you. And yeah, if I had to share 3 major lessons that I learned from this, I'd say, number 1, when you're vibe coding, look at if the AI is touching your logic or not, because it is going to do that, and it did that for me when I first started. Number two, don't let AI code the logic, because it sometimes unnecessarily complicates things, or sometimes unnecessarily simplifies a understandable concept. Yeah. And three, what's three? When you want to do something, just don't take the feedback you get from around directly. Take it with a grain of salt. Always say I'll consider it. Don't say I'll add it. Don't say I won't add it. Just say I'll consider it. Because at the end of the day, it's your app. And you're building it for a problem that you would want to solve and you would want to see solved in this world. And that's what I learned from my first app release on the Play Store. Its name is Dear Diary. Check it out. It's right there and waiting for you. Bye. I'll see you again. Boom.